I'm Nicole Lee, Associate Editor for CNET.com, and this is a first look at the Twitter peak. Twitter, of course, is the big social media trend right now, so Peak decided to get on board with the Twitter Peak, which is, as you might have guessed, a handheld device made just for Twitter. The form factor is very similar to the other Peak handhelds. In fact, it's about identical. It's kind of blocky in the style of an old school calculator, but it's also nice and slim. It's a very nice and bright 2.5-inch display, and underneath that is a very nice and roomy QWERTY keyboard. On the side here is a handy jog dial to scroll through the messages. There's also a back button. The power button is on the top. On the side here is the charger jack. There's also a small envelope icon at the top that glows blue whenever you get a new tweet. The first thing you see when you power on your Twitter Peak is the message inbox. It's large enough to show at least 8 messages in a list, and along the top of the display are icons that show the signal strength, the battery life, and the date and time information. And there's also a little Twitter bird animation whenever there's an action processing. One of the biggest downsides to the Twitter Peak is that you can't see the full 140-character message right from the inbox. You have to click through a particular tweet to read the full message. If you follow a lot of people on Twitter like I do, this can become a huge pain. You can do pretty much anything on the Twitter Peak that you can do on the Twitter website. You can send and receive ad replies as well as direct messages, and you also get a full view of your ad mentions, your own tweets, as well as the ability to search through your feed. You can view pictures on the Twitter Peak, but it has to have a TwitPic URL in it. What you do is you click on the View Link button in that particular message, and you will see the picture appear on the Twitter Peak. However, if the photo is not hosted on TwitPic, like if it's on YFrog or TweetPhoto, you won't be able to see the picture. Many Twitter users also like to post links in their tweets. Clicking links will bring up a horribly slow browser that only displays text-only versions of websites, so it's a little bit of a pain. If you shut your Twitter Peak off for like a day, for example, and turn it back on, it'll only load your 10 most recent tweets. And then you'll get a message from the Peak servers that says, "Wow, you received a bunch of tweets since your last check-in with us. We've delivered the last batch. Please view the rest online. Thanks." Another downside is that the Twitter Peak only supports one Twitter account. To top it all off, the pricing is ridiculous. It's $100 with 6 months of free service and then $8 a month after that. To get the no contract version, you have to pay around $200. The bottom line is this. If you're going to have such a feature-specific device that only does Twitter, then you have to make sure it does Twitter well. And the fact is, it doesn't. So as far as we're concerned, we think you're better off sticking with your cell phone and smartphone, which can do Twitter for free already. I'm Nicole Lee, and this has been the first look at the Twitter Peak.